Hi everyone, Simon here with a review of Remastered. Remastered is a simple 2D platforming game available for PlayStation 4, which is the version you see on your screens, PlayStation Vita, which comes as a cross-buy with the PS4 version, as well as PC, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. I think this was also on mobile as well. The game is simple and it gives you all of the tools that you get to play with literally out of the box. The character that you control can run, jump, double jump, and that is pretty much all that they can do, maybe flick a switch. And the idea is that each level has a digitalized cube with some information on that, helping the world kind of stay afloat and alive. And you need to be able to traverse across each level, collect the cube, and that will then open the door that then sends you to the exit. You'll then need to traverse all the way back to that door to try and get out again. Throughout each of the 50 levels, it will then put more and more things in your way to try and get through those levels. So it will start with projectiles, then it will start firing things, there will be enemies and so on and so forth. And Remastered works as a one-touch death mechanic. And that can be quite annoying because sometimes when you get to the cube, if you then die before you get to the door, then you're like, I was so close. But you'll kind of live and learn. Levels are relatively short as well, so it's not as if you're going to lose loads of progress. The game can be over quite quickly. I'd probably say you can get the Platinum Trophy itself in under half an hour, perhaps, because the Platinum Trophy does not require you to actually complete the game on either PS4 or Vita. But if you actually continue sticking with the game and getting through all 50 levels, that probably is about 90 odd minutes of gameplay in there for your buck. The game, though, I don't think does pixel graphics very well at all. And it's down to the bulky kind of way how it's cubic. And I don't like the lighting, and I also don't like the amount of screen shake that is involved in this game. I found it very difficult to distinguish where my character was, where other things were, and I think that also then makes the slightly wonky collision detection, especially against enemies and like fired arrows and things like that, more frustrating to deal with, because everything is like a version of orangey brown or green and dark green, and it all kind of blends in together, so you don't necessarily kind of appreciate some of the detail that's in there because you can't see it, and it all kind of blurs into like a pile of sick. It's probably a disgusting way of describing it, but normally with pixel graphics, if you're going to do pixel graphics, they have to kind of stand out and really look unique and interesting, whereas here it all kind of slops together and it doesn't do the game any favours whatsoever. Neither does the music, neither does the sound effects, neither does the screen shake. However, what I would say is that instead of having like a momentum based gameplay system, Remastered is very specific and exacting with the way how its jumping and platforming works, and that's one of its strongest points and positives. You will get the same jump every single time you press the button. It doesn't matter how long you press it for or whether you are running beforehand. You will get the same thing every single time. So at least once you've worked out a formula of it and understanding the game's mechanics, you'll get it and it will work from there on in, which is great. But the 50 levels will be over quite quickly. The trophies will come much more beforehand. And you'll probably be like, I hate this colour of brown by the end of it as well. Remastered has since had a sequel come out and it looks like more of the same as well, although I've not personally played it. But yeah, this isn't one that I'd necessarily recommend, and I'd probably say it's potentially one of Ratalaika Games' weakest to come out on console. From me personally, in terms of replayability, enjoyability, and feeling invested and wanting to actually continue in the game beyond the platinum, which was a bit of a slog for me, if I'm perfectly honest. So written review will be over on highplanegames.com. And until then, if you're looking out for some other budget gaming, Ratalaika Games has some better games out there to offer, such as Jack and Jill DX, and probably even Mechabolt and the Midnight series games. Take care all. Bye!